Hello everyone. Today we're going to make a reaction to Geography Now Latvia. So since yesterday I did Iceland, so let's do Latvia. And I also wanted to say all these reaction videos to Geography Now are fair use, and I do not understand why the copyright claim happened after I uploaded those episodes. If you know what is the reason behind, let me know. And I do not want to avoid. I want to avoid troubles. But let's just begin the video. Original link in description. Alright then. Alright then. Um. Alright then. Alright, geography now. Alright then. This is educational videos. Let's see how about Latvia since alright and then
they're cool with it. And here's the thing, Latvia is the good twin. No, but seriously, jokes aside, Latvia does come with an incredibly vibrant culture rooted in unique traditions found almost nowhere else on Earth. Let's find out where it all goes down in.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, Latvia, you're like the most adorable.
I will not use Latvian flag, but I'm gonna use. This will be the thumbnail.
On the Baltic Sea, surrounded by 4 other countries.
I
the country is
see.
divided into 110 municipalities and 9 republic cities, with the capital Riga located along the aptly named Gulf
right there.
of Riga. Yeah, that's right, 110 municipalities. But keep in mind, though, most Latvians like to reference the 5 historical regions of Latvia for cultural distinction: Kurland, Semigalia, Salonia, Vitseme, and Latvia. Speaking of Kurland, side note, Latvians actually once colonized Africa and the Caribbean under the Duchy of Kurland. They took over Tobago, and remember in the Gambia episode we talked about the Kunta Kinte Island? Yep, that was Latvia. See guys, you gotta watch those obscure
these facts I never realized, but maybe I need to study on Wikipedia.
Cities after Riga are Daugavpils and Liepāja, and the 2 busiest international airports are Riga International and Liepāja International. Now Riga may be the capital, but it's a river city on the Daugava River, not a port city. So most shipments must come in either at Ventspils or in Liepāja on the Baltic coast. The funny thing is, even though Latvia has a decent sized coast, it owns
Latvia is the middle
that come with it. Even this little guy, Ruhnu, which belongs to Estonia, even though it's closer to Latvia's mainland.
Dude, I just have one island, so I can build a patrol station.
No. Oh, and if you look closely at the border with Estonia, they have Valga, which is a town split in half by the 2 nations. Now, if there's one thing about Latvia that makes it stick out, it would have to be the architecture. Riga is famously known for its Nouveau-style buildings, which won the title of European Capital of Culture back in 2014. The city has over 4,000 wooden buildings, more than any other European
Also, I'll be
city.
reacting to Lithuania to finish all the Baltic state
The House of Blackheads,
episodes.
Built in the 1400s.
1400s.
World War II and rebuilt. It's beautiful.
Sorry,
the country
then.
does come with an austere backdrop. Back in Soviet times, things got
I'm just really sorry. Alright.
You can see ghost towns that were once used to house Soviet officials and their families, like Skrudna 1, an abandoned radar station village complete with decaying apartments, schools, and gymnasiums, all adorned with Lenin and Soviet imagery left to rot. Latvians kind of use this to their advantage. They even took a military prison and made it into the world's creepiest hotel. The Karausta military prison.
Alright then, I'm just now gonna pretend. Sorry. Latvia. Alright then. Okay, this is.
Monument of Freedom, Rundal Palace, sometimes called the Versailles of the North, the Art Nouveau District, and the Art Nouveau Museum in Riga, the Mark Rothko Museum, pretty much the entire city of Sesis, Ziemeli Northern Forts, and the Daugavpils Fortress. Alright, that covers that. Now we get into Latvia's land makeup, and to add to the somber undertones, it's gonna get a bit swampy.
Alright then, let's learn about physical.
All the lands of the Baltic areas
I
are like
see.
copy, paste, done. So if you watch the Estonia episode,
I
you
did.
know what I'm gonna say. Latvia is located on the East European plain, generally a flat area on average no more than 100 meters above sea level, with mild rolling hills every so often. The highest point, Geisenkults, is only about 312 meters. Fun side note, Latvia actually had a little competition with Estonia, which kind of went like this. You know, Estonia, you got some great forests. You know, I admire that about you.
Oh, come on.
Alright then.
Oh, well, you know, either way, it's not like we're going to be climbing any huge summits, right? Because we are...
I'm not sure if I can do more Geography Now episodes 2027, but I'm talking about like in January.
Give me a second.
Or February. Or March. Or April.
Basically the same height, just, you know, a little bit taller. But it's, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Then in 2012, the tower was demolished because of safety concerns. About 10% of the country is made up of peat bogs and swamps, and over half the country is forested. That's actually an increase as Latvia is experiencing natural afforestation. That's the opposite of deforestation, just so you know.
Yeah, we get it. Just keep going, Paul.
The country has over 12,500 rivers, the longest one, as mentioned before, is Daugava. And Latvia has the widest waterfall in Europe, the Ventas Rumba, about 250 meters wide, and the largest lake in the country being the Lubans. Otherwise, economically, Latvia has seen an overall huge GDP resurgence since the independence from the Soviet Union. Basically, they had to switch everything from state-owned to privatization, and when that happens,
once I finish Lithuania, then I'm finished all the Baltic states.
Their economy is mostly run off of industrial goods like textiles, wood products, pharmaceuticals, and processed foods. Agriculture-wise, Latvians love two things: meat and dairy. Almost every meal will have these two things. If you don't know anything about Baltic cuisine, basically it's hearty, heavy meals with rye bread, lots of
I never tried those before.
Spices, except for maybe dill and caraway seeds. They love caraway. They even put it in their cheeses. Of course, they also have their own specialties like sklandrausis, those bacon and onion bun things, and the national liquor Riga Black Balsam, which has like 24 different ingredients, and it supposedly cures illness, as attested to Catherine the Great when she visited and drank some. Oh, and the national animals are the white wagtail bird and the two-spotted ladybug. However, Latvia is also famous for the blue cows of Kurzeme. Is that it? Tallest peak, longest river, largest lake, economy, food, national animals. I put a skit in it, yada yada. Okay, yeah, I think we got it. Okay, moving on.
Okay, now.
Now, it's often said that if you want to learn how Europeans were speaking in the Stone Age, learn Latvian or Lithuanian. First of all, Latvia has about 2 million people. It's the second lowest ratio of men to women in the world at 0.85 men per 1
I don't
million.
know if I want to be Latvian, Estonian, or Lithuanian in the future by citizenship.
About a quarter are Russian, and the rest are made up of other groups, mostly Belarusians, Ukrainians, Poles, and Lithuanians. They use the euro as their currency, they use the Type-C plug outlet, and they drive on the right side of the road. About the sex ratio thing, just like the other Baltic states, Latvia experienced a huge population loss during World War II. In fact, almost 30%
Excuse me, that
in Europe, and of course, the vast majority of these
I'm
2.15 meter tall Uliana Semyonova, who helped Latvians get all these gold medals while also three times the first non-U.S. woman enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. Well, that is a tall woman. Today, Latvian and Lithuanian are the only two Baltic languages left in existence. The last relative, Old Prussian, went extinct in the 19th century. Basically, these two languages are related and even have some similar words, like Lavspakaras versus Lavasvakaras, Skola versus Skolos.
Skola.
Basically, Latvians have told me that to them, Lithuanian sounds like an older, more ancient version of Latvian. And if they listen really hard, they might be able to pick up a few words and phrases. But overall, it's still kind of difficult to understand. And keep in mind, most Latvians learn at least a little bit of Russian, since a quarter of their population is Russian. However, English is more favored for business and global outreach. Now, here's where things get a little unique. The Baltics were one of the last places to convert to Christianity in Europe. Faith-wise, about a third identify at least nominally as the Lutheran Church, Catholic, and about 20% Orthodox. However, many of the people are not very
well, I am
religious.
Orthodox.
However, what's interesting is that the ancient pagan traditions are highly synchronized and still celebrated today. Basically, there are about 10 main Baltic tribes that eventually merged into what became Lithuania and Latvia, whereas the Finno-Ugric tribe, the Livonians, became Estonia, all of which started out as pagan. Baltic paganism incorporated a Rolodex of gods, goddesses, and spirits that took over various elements and concepts of daily life. You had the fate goddess, Laima, the fertility and harvest god, Yumis, Zemis Mate, the mother of earth, and so on. To this day, dressing up in traditional pagan-influenced masks and costumes during festivals is widely practiced, especially during solstice festivals. They take solstice very seriously. They even have like an ancient traditional pagan calendar with symbols and everything like that. One of my Latvian subscribers sent this to me for Flag Friday. Thank you. And speaking of festivals, just like Estonia and Lithuania, every 5 years they hold a song and dance festival where the entire country pretty much gets involved. Oh shoot, history. Yeah, okay. So before I get into this, if you really want a cool visual, just check out this cool stop motion video by YouTube channel Ansis99. So many of you guys have sent it to me. You don't even have to speak Latvian to understand it. It's really cool. Check it out. But in the best way I can personally put it. Paganism and tribal kingdoms, Northern Crusades, the state of Livonia, Germans, Danes, Poles, Lithuanians, Swedish, all take turns at it. Finally, Russians come in, Republic for a few decades.
Sorry.
Latvia, yada yada yada. Russians move in. 1991 independence through the Singing Revolution that they did with all the other Baltic states. 2000s they went through an economic boom. 2008 recession. And today they're
I was born in 2008.
some notable people from
Alright then.
or of Latvian descent, like David, Yanis Kakste, Andres Pumpurs, Christianis Barons Grinis and his wife Aspasia are Vince Lumentals, aka the Crocodile Dundee, Mark Roscoe, Jacob W. Davis, he invented jeans, Christoph Sportsintis, the music group The Hobos, Frederick Wilhelm Oswald, Alexander Slime, Anatoly Soloviev, Ginta Lapina, Il Rabane, and the music group Carnival Youth. So as you can see,
Alright then.
Latvia is an interesting tradition holding
I
a
see.
somewhat dark past-oriented
Yeah,
tradition that grew up
I
slowly.
was.
This is tagging along with the ride with
I
the
don't know what to
shoddy
say.
thing.
That's interesting. Let's learn about friend zone.
Now, in school, have you ever been sent to detention, and while in detention, you started talking with the person next to you and found out that you actually had a lot in common? Yeah, it's kind of like how Latvia made friends. As a member of the EU since 2003, as well as
See.
NATO and the Council of Europe, Latvia has significantly opened up to their Western
Alright then.
counterparts and has seen tons of diplomatic measures taken from Germans, French, Polish, and Italians. Latvians
I
get
see.
along pretty well with Ukrainians and Georgians as they share the same Soviet-occupied past, and a significant minority of people in Latvia are Ukrainian. Iceland was actually the first country to recognize their independence, and they shared the same seats on the Council
I
of the
see.
Baltic Sea states, even though Iceland is not a Baltic state. But when it comes to their best friends, most Latvians would probably say Lithuania and Estonia, even though Estonia pays more attention to Finland. All three Baltic states grew up together and graduated college, but Estonia got closer to Finland, and out of jealousy, Latvia kind of tried to hook up with Sweden, but Sweden was like, eh. Lithuania is like the twin that was separated at birth. Latvian territory was taken over by Germans in the 13th century, and Lithuania kind of went off and created its own empire with the Poles. In the end, though, the two sisters have always held on as the last surviving Baltic in the world, and as crazy as things got, they will always be there for each other. In conclusion, Latvia has had a lot of pressure.
Alright then. Latvia is a very interesting country. I also love Latvia.
Austerity that enshrines them. Stay tuned. Lebanon is coming.
Goodbye.